And if I may, I'm going to bring an expert into the conversation. Yes. Lindsay Heller, the nanny doctor, joins us with some insight because, Lindsay, obviously this is something that you do for a living, and why would a nanny ever want to ruin a family?
Well, first of all, I would say that it's not that they set out to do this. And, these, hot nannies are giving a bad name to all nannies. The reason why this happened is because it's a mixture of what you were talking about. Check your marriage, see where you're at. If it's not in good standing, don't leave your significant other, husband, wife, whatever, with someone who's hot. But in this situation, what you should be thinking about also is watching your nanny to not get sort of delusional and in this fantasy world. I see a lot of celebrity families with nannies who they get into this place where they start to think they're living this fantasy, and this fantasy is their reality.
But the mother's away a lot. She's there taking care of the kids. She's put in that role. She's put in that situation. And that's, it's scary. So what would you say to people in terms of red flags?
Well, when you're interviewing, finding somebody who is planning to be a caregiver long term, that this is their profession, that they take, they have respect and pride in what they do.
Well, I think a lot of them come through agencies too.
Experience
and they come with
references.
letters of reference is very important.
I learned that the hard way too. Check.
Yeah, and education. Nannies can go and get all kinds of education that is really helpful.
I think you always just have to keep it in check no matter what. If you bring someone into your home, whether they have the career or not, you really still need to keep it in check and not assume that it's going to be safe. You're bringing someone into your home, of the opposite gender that may just assume more than
the only way you can theoretically make it an impossibility is you obviously wouldn't have a nanny at home. But the fact of the matter is, I think you hire someone who's as professional as possible and maybe as incompatible as possible with the wife and the husband, and just trust them and use peer references and all that stuff, and you should be okay, right?
Clear boundaries are also huge, on both sides. So if we start a relationship where, the parents are sharing intimate information or different things, even just become sort of friendly with them, then that's inviting to the nanny to then share her personal information about how she partied last night or how she, whatever's going on. And then suddenly we might have a employee behavior problem or discipline action, and that person, they don't know how to handle it. It's just a mess. It just spills everywhere.
It sounds to me like you just need to set the boundaries from the get-go, and if you have some major concerns, you could always just talk to your spouse if you have to get a new nanny or manny.
I know when we left, our nanny used to throw some wild parties.
Well, Lindsay, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.